All right, we are back on the Mad Gear rail. I need to make sure that I hit this rail a couple times, make it nice and smooth. I know I can. I'm totally capable of doing it. I've done it on these boots and I've done it on my Fifth Elements. So let's just relax, hit it. Warm up on it real quick. All right, we got this. So shaky. We're shaking the fear. All right, let's try to get a nice long one. I did it. I overcame my rail fear. I'm still not jumping at the beginning of the obstacle. That's something I have a problem with on anything. It's not just rails. It's not really a fear thing either. It's just a technique problem. Next session, I'm probably gonna start lining up chalk on the ground on my coping box and then jumping from that spot over and over again and just hoping for the best. My elbow is almost totally healed, so I should be able to start bailing more, which means I can learn royales and potentially unities. Also, I got my wizard frames. Let me go get them. All right, I am drenched in sweat from my session, but I'm pretty psyched that I got over my rail fear. And my wizard frames are here. These are the NN Dragon frames, or Dragon 80X. It's 5 80mm wheels with a rocker, front to back, a V-rocker. Oh, a V-rocker. As you can see, if I put pressure on the back, the front wheel doesn't move at all, and the second wheel barely moves. And as the wheels wear in, it'll be even more like that. It's for like swivelly and maneuverability. It's like the exact opposite of anti-rocker. If you guys want a really good example of someone who does a good job of mixing this with aggressive skating, I'll leave a link to her Instagram in my description. It's like Victoria Solderholm. I'm probably butchering her name, but the skating is really worth checking out. It is so sick. I don't think I'll ever be able to skate like that, but it would be a goal of mine. The boot that I'm using today is my Rollerblade 3-wheel setup. Obviously I took the 3 wheels off, but it's the RB110. if you're wondering about the boot. And the liner is actually my Faction liner. I noticed it fit in perfectly, and I actually have less pain with my foot in this liner in this boot than in the actual Faction boot that it was made for. I might even use this Wizard setup to really break in the Faction liner, and then when the Faction liner is broken in, I'm gonna try it again on my aggressive setup. I also have Fat Boy MyFit liners coming in, which is supposed to be as thin as the second skin around the foot, but more bulky around the ankle, which is what I really want for my Factions. So we'll see how it goes. Got a lot of different options. I'm not gonna be doing any wizard moves today. Not because I don't want to do wizard moves, because I don't know how. I'm not nearly a good enough skater to even start attempting those. Whoa. Super swivelly. I should have brought long socks for this. Whoa, it's so swivelly. I don't even need to pick up my feet. I can just swivel everywhere. There we go. Woo! I'm gonna have to learn transitions. So far, I don't know if it's just because I've got to wear long socks. The edges of the liner are really digging into my ankles in a very painful way. But I need it to be that tight, otherwise I don't have the ankle support. I'm probably gonna put my second skins in these after I get my Fat Boys for my Factions. That way I can really get that tight ankle support with the second skins. You can like crank down on the ankle, and there's not a bunch of padding. My ankle. Oh, it's the eyelet. Oh, it's the laces from the top of the liner. Oh, I don't know if these liners are gonna work. At least not with the laces laced up to the top. Ooh, that's cool though. It's very flowy. I'm really enjoying it. I'm definitely gonna be throwing these on and just kind of cruising around my neighborhood looking for spots. Maybe I'll throw my street skates in a backpack. I don't know how comfortable I'm gonna be jumping in these things. Might not be too bad, but I felt so good skating. That's the smoothest I've ever felt skating around. I know it wasn't much, but having the ability to load up your weight front and back and it like is super exaggerated is so cool. You can just like play with it. One foot stays on the ground to push, and you never even have to lift it. You just gotta like whoop, 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 swivel and it gets it all done. It's so cool. So cool. If you guys have any recommendations for wizard skating channels for beginners, for tutorials and stuff like that, I would love to start watching a bunch of tutorials and really get the basics and fundamentals down. I might even come out here with some cones and do like basic drills. When I was turning around, I noticed that I didn't really have much confidence in my crossovers because these are 5 wheels. But we'll probably go to the track and do a couple laps around the track to see how everything feels. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Today was great. Peace.